Yo, how's it going, guys? We're back and we're better. Coming off probably one of the worst week twos I've had in a minute. Um, let's get right to it. First of all, starting off with Washington plus 3.5. You know what? That game was bullshit. If I think it was Gonzalez, whoever the kicker is for the Commanders, if they make their two kicks that they miss, we would have covered because it was 26 to, let's see, I have it here. Yeah, so they lost by 9. The spread was 3.5. Come on, guys. Well, I need to find out the guy's name. Let me not be disrespectful. Oh, and Jaden Daniels has a knee sprain. Oh, it was Matt Gay. That's who it was. Um, yeah, very, very crucial. That's just can't have that. But Micah looked great. They had their way with them on the line. Jaden Daniels could not get any rhythm at all. So kudos to that front seven for Green Bay. They did their thing in the corners. Valentine, all them guys, McKinney. They they have it they have it going pretty well. So I'm happy for the Packers. They honestly, this guy right here, Tucker Kraft, that guy's crazy. He was the leading tight end last year in yards after catch with like 9.9 or something like that. And look at him now, 6 for 124 and a touchdown. Amazing. So kudos to them. And we'll just keep it going. Um, I'll have the lines here so we can just say them. So yeah, the Broncos Colts game. Let's just get it over with, guys. That was some fucking bullshit. Um, man, they got so lucky, and I'm not even mad per se because I thought that the offense finally got their stuff together and they were making something out of nothing. But now the defense is lacking. I'm not worried about the defense. They have pedigree. They've shown that they can be a top five unit and number one in sacks. Like I'm not worried about that. It was more I feel like guys weren't where they're supposed to be, rather than people getting beat. And rather the end result is the same, right? I mean, Jonathan Taylor still has 165 yards, but I feel like Vance Joseph and not a lot of people like Vance Joseph. I feel like they are waiting for him to mess up and they can pounce on him and say, "Oh, he sucks. Like he doesn't know what he's doing." I mean, has this man not earned any respect in the time that he's been coaching here? He knows what he's doing. Okay. Maybe he didn't get the message relayed to the DBs or the running but one of the key issues for us is guarding the wheel route from the running back. We're just not getting out there with the linebackers. We're just a little too slow. We're missing Dre Greenlaw. So I'm hoping that he can come back this week. They did say that. However, they said that he would be good in freaking August. So, and here we are in September, still waiting for him. Congrats to the Colts, Daniel Jones, man. I feel like they're this year's Vikings, just slept on, underrated, got a great running back, good coach. Um, and then yeah, they're just playing hard. So good game. Kudos to them. We got to be better. Can't do a stupid penalty like that. That's on us. Okay, next game. So obviously we took Denver -1.5. We missed that one. So we missed Commanders +3.5, Broncos -1.5. All right, we got the Jaguars and the Bengals. So tough break for the Bengals, losing Joe Burrow, turf toe. That 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 sucks. That sucks. And it's been every other year for Joe Burrow. He gets hurt, and it's been a different body part, which is good, I guess, but he's still missing significant time. And they say 3 months. So we're in week 2. So they're saying at least 12 weeks. He'll be coming back week 17. I don't see that happening, guys. I think the Bengals are done. And it sucks because they're a fun team. Got some amazing players in Chase um, and T. Higgins and who's the running back? He's who's the running back? Who's not? It's gonna kill me. Chase Brown. It is Chase. Okay, yeah. It's like I thought they had two Chases. They did. So Chase Brown and Jamar Chase doing their thing, picking up where Joey Burrow left off. So sucks for them, but they got to win. So hopefully Jay Browning can ride the ship and keep going. As far as the Jaguars are concerned, this is a terrible loss. I don't know how you managed to let this game slip through your fingers when their number one quarterback just went down and they didn't get the ball to Brian Thomas Jr. and he was pretty upset about it. I know he had a drop late, so he's just gotta he'll be all right. He'll be all right. But that was a bad loss from the Jaguar. And we took which one is it? Which one are y'all? Oh no, I took the Jags +3.5, and they lose by 4. Like, come on. Um, okay, going to the next game. We got the best game of the weekend, the Cowboys versus the Giants. The Giants had, I feel like this was this was their coming together party and they're gonna be okay. Um, I don't know what happened with Russ, man. 450 yards with 3 touchdowns, and they were beautiful moon balls. Um, I'm happy for Russ and the Giants. I don't like Giants management, but the team is fun to root for. So good for them. Um, I had Dallas -5.5. I just thought Dallas would be, um, more effective defensively and not just give out bombs, just like candy. But Malik Neighbors had a bad week 1. You know, just a little disgruntled, comes out, gets 9 catches. You got probably have more targets than that. But 167 yards, 2 touchdowns, just a monster. So, that's a tough loss for the Giants. We want them to bounce back, so hopefully they will. But let's see. Um, the next one is the Bears versus the Lions. The Lions or the Bears were 6.5 point dogs, and of course we're dumbasses and we took. Why would we do that? I Jared Goff had a great game. Found found his Amon Ra 3 touchdowns. I mean that's insane. I feel bad for Bears fans, man. They they've had it tough. So be nice to your fellow Bears fan. Unless they're talking shit, then free game. Okay, next one is the Rams versus the Titans. The Rams took care of business, and I see I'm giving these teams too much credit. I took Tennessee plus 5.5. So stupid. I just thought that they would. Maybe it was more defense that was good for the Titans rather than bad offense for the Broncos. So I gave them a little bit too much credit. This, but good for Matt Stafford. Devontae had 106. Okay, I see you. So they're proving a lot of people wrong. They're proving me wrong. I did not think much of the Rams this offseason. Coming up in our week, I think like 4 or 5, we'll do our predictions again. Um, but I'm probably gonna have to readjust because I had Seattle winning the division. It's not looking too good. So yeah, Matt Stafford, Sean McVay taking care of business on the road. So good for them. Okay, next game. See, I'm just this one I got. Okay, I had Patriots plus 1.5. I just thought that they would be a little bit more buttoned up for the game. And then, Mike McDaniels. No, not Mike McDaniels. What's his name? Uh, oh, I did get it right. Let's go. It was Mike McDaniels. But yeah, they have a lot to reevaluate themselves. Man, it's tough being a Dolphins fan. And then I wish my boy Bryce was on tonight because he was telling me how good uh Tyreek would be like on the Packers. But I think that they're good. And yes, he can give you 6 for 109, man, but I don't know. I'm good. I'm good on Tyreek Hill. All right, next game, we're going to the Niners versus the Saints. Um, Look at Mac Jones dropping 2 bills, almost three with 3 touchdowns. Oh yeah, Jawan Jennings had a great game. It was late too. He got that touchdown, um, and to just put them ahead. So I, the Saints are playing well, man. They just not like they're not closing out these games, and it's not to the lack of trying. So good for them. 21 for 99. Um, Oh, and Juwan Johnson, I'm sure had a nice day. So Saints, okay. I see you. I see you. So I had San Francisco minus 3.5, and that one we did hit. So let's go. Next game. Okay, so these divisional games really did me dirty. The Bills versus the Jets. The Bills just ran all over these fools. They didn't even want to throw. James Cook did his thing. Um, Man, I feel bad for the Jets. They they have a good week. Everyone believes in them. Everybody hops up, and then they just disappoint. It's every single time, and it's like they're not gonna go 0-17. They're not. They're gonna win a couple of these games, but they just let go of the rope, man, and they just can't shit. They can't get shit together. 3 points in the first 3 quarters, and then they got 7. They got a touchdown in garbage time, so it could have been 30-3. That I mean, that's bad. So poor Jets. We took them plus 6.5. Horrible. Okay. Next one, we got the Seahawks versus the Steelers. Um, I This game was tough. You know. My boy Jaleel, he's diehard Steelers fan, and he was sick. He was very upset with the run defense. Kenneth Walker, um, these guys just ran all over them. And it wasn't until like the fourth quarter, really the second half, when they broke it open. But their run defense was exposed. The Steelers, man, what are y'all doing? The linebackers aren't filling. They have a nose guard playing the three tech, so everybody's out of position in the middle. Um, we love TJ Watt, but he's been showing a couple pressures, and like that's it. Like he hasn't been a game changer yet, and we're always accustomed to seeing him do that. So I think they'll get it together, but the offense for the Steelers with Aaron Rodgers, they had a tough day. Seattle's corners are very sticky, fast, long. They have couple of they have a third round pick in Tyreek Woolen, and then Witherspoon was a top five pick overall. So they got some players back there. Um, I mean, is Sam Darnold that good? I mean, you tell me. 22 of 33, 295 and two touchdowns. I mean, Cooper Kupp went 6 for 7 for like 90 yards. So eh, they looking okay, and they honestly they just Brock Purdy just out clutched them in the end, and then Sam Darnold just unfortunately got bumped in by his left tackle, lost the ball. So maybe the Seahawks, which are my um, NFC not South, NFC West, yeah, my NFC West champions are the Seahawks. So let's see if they can put it together. I'm excited for Sam Darnold, the JSN, all these guys. So um, yeah, and it was kind of awkward. DK, getting a touchdown, but getting the loss. That you take the win anytime over the touchdown. So um, we took the Seahawks, I believe. Yeah, we took them at plus 2.5. So that was a good game we had. Okay, next game we had the Browns versus the Ravens. Now this game was close, guys. We had a chance. We had a chance. Look, yeah, it was 10-3 at halftime. They just blew it up. 21 points in the fourth quarter. Um, Lamar Jackson, MVP, maybe again. Derrick Henry, no show. Um, I have him in a few fantasy drafts, and yeah, did not deliver. But I mean, he doesn't care. Like I was just saying, he'll take the dub over the touchdown any day. So Browns, man, they're wasting Shadir's rookie year. What the hell did you draft him for if you're not gonna just play him? And we already know that Joe Flacco can't play well. We knew they would start decently good, but as you can see, it was for a game and a half. So, um, yeah, tough loss. Tough loss for the Browns. Okay. Next game we had the Panthers. And we took Cleveland plus 11 and a half. Missed. Panthers, Cardinals 22-27. Bryce Young, okay. Over 3 bills and 3 touchdowns. This is what I'm talking about, guys. The Panthers do not suck. This is bad. That's horrible. 10 for 38. Whoa. This is sounds so peculiar. And his 39-year-old body came up with the game. Like, what? Why would you say? I don't know. Whatever. Um, yeah, so for the Cardinal game, another one. Just by this much. Minus 6.5 for the Cardinals. They win by freaking 5. That's tough. Okay. Cardinals, look out for the Cardinals. Okay, I see you, Kyler Murray. I see you, Trey McBride. I see you, um, Marvin Harrison. Well, not really, but this week. But good for them. Starting out 2-0. No significant injuries. So healthy. I wish the Panthers could have just gotten that, but that's whatever. Okay. Next game we had the Super Bowl rematch with the Eagles versus the Chiefs. The Eagles took care of business. Um, People are gonna get mad, but I don't think the tush push should be banned per se, but how they had it, how they were just so egregiously disrespectful. And then the freaking lineman going off sides or false starting before see, and that's what makes it stupid. And I see why the league is like, yeah, let's get rid of this player. So I I get it. I mean, don't want it to be because just fucking stop them. But whatever. But we had Philly minus 1.5, easy money. Okay. Next one we had the Falcons plus 3.5. That one was easy money too. The Vikings had a miraculous comeback. And what I know about comebacks in the NFL is that they're not sustainable. You need to be starting off better, starting off faster. And I didn't have a feeling that they would get smacked 22-6, but I did think that the Falcons were more prepared. So kudos to them. Kudos to Penix, Bijan Robinson, monster. So we had Atlanta, yep, plus 3.5, and we hit on that one. So three of them within 2 freaking points. That's tough. Okay, next one we had the Bucks beating the Texans 20-19, and then I had the Bucks plus 2.5. That was close. The Texans with Nick Chubb broke it. Man, I was scared. I'm like, okay, I don't know if this is gonna work out for me. But credit to Baker Mayfield, 4th and 10, um, breaking away, running over. Um, I forgot who it was, but I think it was C.J. Gardner Johnson, and they talk a little smack. So good for Baker. Bucky Irvin had a solid day. Mike Evans was quiet. It was about Ibuka. So if you had Ibuka, you're a son of a bitch. You're lucky as hell. Okay, and then the final game we had the Chargers versus the Raiders, and I took the Raiders plus 3.5. I thought they would play better. Gino throwing 3 interceptions does not help. Genty going the wrong way on a handoff, it does not help. Um, them allowing the receivers to just run up and down the field does not help. So good, good shit, Chargers. You guys are a great team, obviously with a great coach. I thought that the Slater injury would really derail you guys, but it didn't. So kudos to you guys. Let's count them up. So 0-1, 0-2, 0-3, 0-4, 0-5. 0-3, 0-4, 0-5, 1-5, 2-5, 2-6, 3-6, 3-7, 3-8, 4-8, 5-8, 6-8, 7-8, and 7-9. And we end up pulling out the fucking the anchored leg with the Bucks. Now we are this is not a winning week. We went 7-9, but overall in the season, We're 16 and 16. I'll take that. All right, guys. That'll be it for the recap of week two. I will do a recap for fantasy week two in just a little bit. There, there's some nice surprises. So stay tuned for that. All right, guys. Take care as always. And remember, stay classy.